Hello again, everyone. Leaves are falling. Beautiful day out today. It's in the 60s. Really good outside working weather. What I'm going to be doing is chopping up some of these leaves that have already fallen. This tree tends to be one of the later ones to lose its leaves. The one out by the road, you can see it hasn't lost very many at all. It's still a little bit green in it. The one on the right, pretty much all of them are gone. So rather than let them get really built up and they're hard to do anything with, I'm going to blow all of these leaves over into the yard over here in the right side. Then I'll get the John Deere out with the advanced chute system and close the deck down and chop up some leaves. We'll see if we can get some of these cleaned up today. These trees at the side and at the back of the house, they lose their leaves really early. So that one, it's almost bare. I've already mowed, I got a lot of the leaves when I mowed, so we may go over these one more time too, just to chop up what's falling. You can see they're falling as we're videoing here. So I'm going to get the Ryobi blower and we'll try to blow these leaves over to here, and then we'll chop them up. Here's what I'll be using to blow the leaves. Just a 18-volt Ryobi. This is a brushless weed eater, but it has a quick attachment here in the shaft, so I can take the weed eater end off and put the blower on. Here you can see the dust that's around that tree. That's why I was putting the leaves over there on the other side of the driveway. There's some grass over there, and it kind of keep down on the dust as I was mulching. This area around this tree, not much grass anyway, and we haven't had rain in a good while, a substantial rain, and it's really dry. So I can just mow those because we got to have some grass over there to kind of keep the dust down. This area over to the other side of the drive where there's some grass, it'll chop up a lot easier and be less dust. Still going to be quite a bit, but it'll hold it down some. So let me go get the mower and we'll do some mulching. Now the John Deere's already dirty. This is the last time I mowed. A lot of leaves to chop up then, and you can see they're pretty much everywhere, but we'll clean that up when we get done today. Here's the deck chute. You normally leave it open, of course. If you want to mulch, just close the chute. And no, it's not perfect. It still blows some debris up around the front edge up there, but it does a pretty decent job. Well, we got that pile of leaves chopped up, and all I'm doing here is just getting the large part where the leaves are piled up, getting it chopped up where I can go ahead and mow. I think I am going to mow the yard today, and that'll get rid of a lot of these that's already fallen. Of course, we still got more to go, but if you let too many of them fall at one time, then they build up and they're hard to do anything with. So I find that if you just keep on top of it, chop them up every few days or whenever they start piling up, and easier to control. So I think that's going to be good enough for the mulching right here. We had just a small row over here that I blowed this way, but they'll mow up fine, no more than that is. No deeper than they are, I can mow them and get them chopped up. And you'll notice as I'm mowing here, I'm blowing the grass and the leaves toward the center of this area. That way I'm running over them every time as I work my way to the middle. Seems to mulch them up better that way. The deck chute closed in this area where all the leaves are piled up, but you'll see as I get out of these and I'll open it back up. Definitely helps when the wind's blowing the debris away from you instead of in your face. Well, that should get the job done till some more leaves fall out of that tree out there. When the wind's blowing, I tried to mulch where the wind would blow it away from the closed deck chute, because if you went with the wind blowing at you with the deck chute closed, it's a lot messier, blows a lot more debris up on top of you. So that did seem to work better. Like this right over here, you see the mower sitting there. Got just a little bit to do over there, and I'll probably go ahead and mow here at the side. There's still some leaves need to be chopped up there, but the big part here in the front and even down towards the bridge down there, have all of that finished. Well, that's all the leaf chopping for now. The advanced chute system, it works good. It'll blow debris up in your face when the wind's a certain way, but it does a good job. Just mulches those leaves up, and I like that better than picking them up. Helps the grass. Pretty satisfying. Let's show you a closer look at the advanced chute system. It's a pretty simple design. You just have a lever on a pivot that connects to the chute, and of course a spring to hold it open. That's what that does. There's a mount, the way it mounts down to the deck. I did have to bore a couple of holes in the deck to mount it. One other thing that I did, you see it's a big piece of rubber I have mounted on there. Use the hose that were already in the deck chute. And the purpose of that rubber, you can see the edge of it here, it just gives a better seal against the deck. Just sits right on top of the deck. Until I put that on, I was getting a lot of debris that was blowing up in this area. It was blown up and of course ended up in your face, all over you. So that really helped when I put that on. Here at the front, toward the bottom, where it seals against the edge of the deck here, I put me a little piece of stick-on foam, and that helps seal that up a little better. It doesn't seal everything completely off, and if you happen to be mowing and the wind's blowing toward the deck chute, you're going to get more debris on you than you would if the wind's blowing from the opposite side of the mower. But I don't use it that much. Just in the summertime when I'm mowing, I use it up around the house just to keep from blowing grass on the house. And then of course in the fall of the year, like today, I used it to mulch up some leaves, and it does help. I've tried this mower chopping leaves up with just a regular stock chute, the rubber chute that comes out on it, and it just blowed them too far. You could never, just took forever by the time you circled and circled and tried to get all the leaves at the deck blowed out. But with this, with the deck chute, it does contain it, and they'll chop them up pretty good. So all in all, I would give the advanced chute system a passing grade. It works well for me. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, and we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel. Thanks.